Greetings, 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 brothers and sisters, men and women all around the world. Welcome to another episode of PLM News Network. I'm your brother Fiji, and we clearing the smoke. So we ain't gonna get into no long drawn out thing here. Today I have a very special guest here, man, and the brother Puncho has come on, man. He has some very interesting things to say, man. And so I'm gonna allow our brother Puncho to introduce himself, man. So introduce yourself, man, to the networkers, Puncho. Tell the people who you are and where you come from.
What's up, world? It's Puncho. Man, I'm from all over. you know, from all over, man. I reside in Tennessee. As of now, been here for a majority of my life. Um, that's it.
Okay, that's it. Okay, so I see you being modest, man. See, the networkers don't like people being modest, man. You know, when you come on here, man, we let it
Wow,
all
wow,
hang out.
man.
Yeah,
Wow, wow.
the
Yeah,
wild,
yeah.
wild. Okay, the wild, wild hunters, man.
yeah.
Chi-town,
Wow,
Chi-town. All
wow.
right, I hear you, bro. So you come on today, man. You have some very interesting things, man, that you want to discuss today, man. But before we begin, man, I want to ask this question, man, just to let the people know who you are, man, just to see what type of man you are. How would your family and friends describe you?
um, Man of my word, gangster. You know?
Gangster.
Yeah.
Okay, so how would you describe yourself in one word?
In one word,
Yes,
a gangster. That's
a
it.
gangster.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
it.
gangster. That's, you know what I'm saying. And your definition of gangster is what? Because you know many people have different definition of what a gangster is. So, what is your definition of gangster?
A gangster is a leader. Um, I'm a great father. Um, Great man to my spouse. Um, I take care of my business all the way around the board.
Okay, okay. So, what do you think your mission in life is?
My mission in life
Yes.
is to be what I am, to be a great father, a great leader, a great asset to my community.
Okay. Okay. So now, what does the phrase "my word, my bond" mean to you?
Stand on what you say.
So, if somebody giving you their word that they're gonna do something, then you expect that person gonna stand on their word and do it, right?
That's right.
All right. So now, let's get into this interview. Now we let the people know, man, that hey, you a gangster. You stand on your word. You're a great father. You're a great spouse, man. You from the wild, wild hundreds. That's where you was raised. That's where you was born and raised. There you been living down in Tennessee now. So now, how long have you known Big Tony?
Seems like a lifetime. Um, it's my mentor. Um, Man, you know, I call him Unc. I call him Unc. So we call one's Pop, and to call him Unc is it speaks volume within itself.
Okay.
Uh,
So it's safe to say that y'all have a real close relationship. Then y'all had a
right.
real close relationship. So
Yeah,
uh,
head.
what was the nature of your relationship with him?
Um, I was the apprentice. He groomed me. As we say, groomed for greatness.
Right.
Um, I was one that would not follow in his footsteps, but would fulfill his footsteps. Would keep the torch going. From his conversation to me, um, once he got out of the way, he wanted me to step in, keep doing what he was doing.
Okay. Okay. So what happened to change your relationship with him? Because it's like you speaking in past tense.
Everything that he was taught by one, he taught it to me. Um, I was a man and a half before I met him, but I became a real apprentice. Um, and he helped turn me into a machine, a fine tune machine. Now to get to where, and before I can get to where I'm going, just to know I really had a lot of love and respect for this man. You know what I'm saying? Um, the thing that happened to change us, I ain't changed. I ain't never changed. He changed.
Okay, so you say he
Um,
changed. How did he
yeah,
change?
going against the very same principles that he instilled in me to stand on. That's what changed.
So
Uh,
can you elaborate?
well, honestly, he changed because and it was gradually over time, and then it was a spearhead straight into what he was doing. Um, I was like I said earlier, I was an apprentice to this man, so I understand things that a lot of people may not understand about him. I know him. Um, I know him personally.
Okay.
Um, and to see him, the level of disrespect and dishonesty that he has brought, confusion and corruption, it I had no choice but to get away from him because see, I stand on the same principles that I was taught. I never changed. Like I said, I never changed. This is one of the same people that taught me, or one of the same, not taught me, but this is one of the same people that instilled in me for, that we don't put things in the atmosphere unless we at 100% truth
Okay.
behind.
Okay.
Um, two jackets you can never put on a man back is being a rat or a punk unless we
Okay.
got 100% proof. Um, we stand on ones that
Okay.
man.
So you said, let's hold on, let's go back. Say two things that we don't do is the level of disrespect and putting the jacket on people's, which would be a snitch or a homosexual, right?
Right.
Okay, so now here's my question. Has he put the snitch title or the homosexual title on someone?
Um, he won't blatantly say it, but I'm gonna say this: the man is smarter than a lot of people may think. He's very calculated in what he do. Believe you me, I know him. I know him personally. He's very calculated in the things that he does, and these are a lot of the reasons that I actually bagged up off of him. You see what I'm saying? Um, you could plant a seed. You can plant a seed, and if you water this seed long enough, it'll grow.
Okay.
Um, he has not flat foot out called the youngster the police or called him a snitch, but he has planted this seed in the atmosphere. He's put in the atmosphere all around the country. Um, with the thing about the paperwork that you just showed, the
On
paperwork
the
that
last podcast dealing with Mr. Crusher.
right, um,
Oh, so the sealed document thing.
right, and he
Okay,
has
okay.
planted this. He has planted that seed in many of ears and never cleared it up. And I don't think half of the people who he's
But can
spoken
you go
to
into that? Can you go into that then? You know what I'm saying? Because you seem to have firsthand information on what happened with that. You know what I'm saying? So did he say he was gonna clear it up if once it came to the forefront or something? How did he say he was gonna do it? Or if
oh,
it was gonna be done?
he said he would clear it up the same way he put it out. Okay, yeah. He he said it out nationally. He said it out in front of hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of people. See, it's a certain way that you could have spent that thing, and he spent it the way that he needed to go to fit his narrative. Um, Even if the world on fire, the truth still gonna stand. That's not what he did. He brought to the people that the individual that we just spoke about had something sealed in his paperwork. Now,
Okay.
if you put that question out there, it's a couple ways you can actually take that. You can actually speak on it. First and foremost, let's clear something up. Let's clear something up. First and foremost, I never liked it when he did it. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? I never liked it when he done it because that ain't how we. That ain't what we do. Um, there was something if he had concern about, he could have spoke to the youngster. He could have spoke to the youngster personally. Leaders don't argue in front of,
True.
you know.
True.
Yeah, he could have spoke to the youngster personally, man to man, and pulled up with him. Cause see, I remember a time when he supported the youngster fully. He was
Ho,
100%
ho, 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 ho now. Hold on now. So he supported him. He was once supporting him.
supported him at 100%. He gave
Okay.
him 100% of his support, and I can elaborate on it in just a second.
Okay. Let's
Um,
get to this. Let's get down because you seen the house of man. Hey, let's go with it.
all right. See, he put that in the atmosphere, which he should have. If he had any questions and concerns, um, the man was doing, not offered, not people say they was gonna give it to him or a rumor. The man was doing 99 years. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
He was
sir.
actually doing them, and by the grace of the good Lord, he come home. Now, for me to speak on, for me to say this in this fashion, that hey, dude got something sealed in his paperwork. The man was on one of the highest profile cases that ever come through the United States of America.
True.
So once I say this, once I put this in the atmosphere and say that, hey, he got something sealed in his paperwork, the first thing people, the that's why I said the man is very calculated in what he do. The first thing come to my head or your head or anyone else's head is that it's pertaining to this case,
Yes.
not his conditions of probation or probation or technical violation that these people trying to put on him. You know what I'm saying? None of this. You don't think of this. You think of this case. So when you say ones had something sealed in their paperwork, you know what I'm saying? This is the seed that's being planted. You don't give clarity that, hey, it's something in this probation. I don't know what it is. It could be a technical violation, like you just cleared it up. You
Right.
on the phone talking to people that's doing time. I've been on parole before. I understand. That's a no-no. They ain't even want me around my blood brother because he was a convicted felon. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? My mama's son, they ain't want me around him because he's a convicted felon. Um, so when you plant these seeds and you leave them out there, and it was a year and a half ago that I actually received the paperwork and gave it to him. You see what I'm saying?
The same paperwork that I presented to the public.
The same paperwork that you just had on this profile. See, for the ones that I constantly hear across the country saying, "Oh, it's something sealed in there," it kind of pissed me off. You know
So
what I'm
he
saying?
been had this. So he been had this paperwork then.
He had it over a year and a half ago.
So what
Soon
I
as
presented was not new
no, it
to
wasn't new.
him. To
It
him, but
wasn't new.
it was new to the public, but it wasn't new to him.
It was new to the public. It wasn't new to me nor him
Okay.
because it was placed in my hands to get to him.
Okay.
Um, and I want people that seeing this to understand this. 95% of the people who watching this, who actually deal with him, yeah, 10 times out of 10, you met him through me. 95% of the people who watching this, who actually are supportive of the things that he's doing, you met him through me. It was a time he wouldn't even talk to no one but me. Me and my brother. It was a time he wouldn't speak a word to no one but me and my brother. Now, let to give y'all full understanding. I'm not bashing him. I'm just standing on what I love. I'm standing on what I believe in. I'm standing on the truth. All right. Now, this man, I gave him the paperwork a year and a half ago. After he spread it, after he planted um, this seed was planted in front of people from all over the country. It was people from all over the country out in Tennessee on a beautiful weekend, and he spoke it. He spoke it right then and there, in front of everybody. And I whispered in his ear. Ones that was there, vouch for it. I whispered in his ear, "Hey fam, this is not the time to do that." You know what I'm saying? To cut it
Right.
off, and he changed subjects. Um, because I went in agreement with it. As a
Okay.
man, if I got something, not because we ask us about us.
Yes, sir.
So as a man, if I got something I want to ask you, brother Feet, I'll pull up and ask you one way or the other, a phone call, a drive up, face to face, or something. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Now, for the people across the country, let's get something understood. There's been several times, me personally, standing right beside Big Tony, standing with him, giving him 100% of my support because of the thing that I was trying to do. The thing that I was trying to do was bring us back together. I have sent him several invitations to show him, hey, the youngster over here passing out food. Why don't you go pass it out with him? See, y'all can talk. It ain't for everybody else.
Right.
He never would go.
So he have had all these opportunities to go meet the youngster,
Yeah,
the big
yeah, I
young
gave it
brother.
to him personally. I
Okay,
gave it to
so
him personally.
so with him telling me that he's willing to sit down, that's BS then, cause he didn't had that opportunity to do that.
I mean, when you defeated, what do you do?
Okay,
I mean, when
okay,
you got none left, what do you do? It's either one or two things. And see, this I'm getting to it. Why would I sit down with something that's not right, not moving right, not right in my eyes? The
right.
situation, the situation that the youngster just come from, we just spoke on it. Things are starting to lean that way, and I understand why. The shit that they've been doing, putting his name out there in the memos and sending them all across the country, to certain people, at certain time. That's bullshit. That's police shit to me. I'ma say it. It's
Yeah,
police shit to me. Yeah. Um, even when he was even when the youngster was still on parole, you would put his name in memos and you would send him across the country, across the wire, across phones. We don't do that. We don't move like that. Those
so
memos, yeah, those memos would always come out at a certain time. Me and bro, me and bro actually made a little joke out about it. We heard one, the great Houdini. We heard something was going on with him, right?
yeah,
Not guess Houdini, the great Houdini.
the great Houdini. Yes, sir.
Yeah, something was
Understood.
going. Yeah, something was going on with him. Far as
Yeah,
the situation
understood.
he in.
Understood. Understood.
Right. And me and ones made a little joke. We said, well, I give it 3 days, I give it 6 days. We gonna see a memo. That type of activity should bring a red flag for anybody. We don't go there. We don't do that. The only thing I can see for that is ones don't want the great Houdini to put his feet out here, and ones want to see the youngster back in there. That's what I get from it. It's my opinion. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? That's
Right.
what I get from it. Yeah. And I'm not in supportive of that. I'm not in supportive of putting a brother on Front Street with things that I know could violate his parole at the time the youngster was on parole. You see what I'm saying?
So
Um,
you saying that all this was calculated then? So we went from an exclusive interview to a rat saga. Then, if that's the thing, because if you're saying this is police like, this is a rat saga. Then this and the whole nature of this and changed. Then you know what I'm
Man, the
saying?
nature, my from my opinion, these are the reasons that I bagged up off of this man. I don't support nothing that he do. You see what I'm saying? I stand on truth, bro. Um, I refuse to constantly watch the demise of us, the destruction of us, because one's got personal gain, personal stake in this thing. They want something personal out of it. You see what I'm saying? They got a saying. They got a saying. The old folk got a saying. Say heavy the head, they wear the crown. Uh,
So so let me say this here, bro. These are some serious allegations that are being launched against Tony. Big Tony, PLM News is inviting you to come on to tell your side on what's going on here. Because, bruh, you have to speak because you've been doing a lot of speaking. You're gonna have to come on now. Your feet gotta be at the fire. Your feet gotta touch the fire now, bruh. It's time, man. It's time. Let's go.
I
PLM
mean,
News got an open invitation for you.
I mean, you know, um,
Has he ever cleared up the misunderstanding or the slander that he was uh, uh, presenting towards the youngster?
nah, I just heard a couple weeks ago that he was in Indiana saying the same thing. Maybe 3 weeks ago, he was just in Indiana telling, you know, a couple of dudes that, hey, dude ain't right. He got something in his paperwork. See, I didn't hear him say it, but I actually heard from people that were there that he said it.
So what's the hidden agenda behind this? It's got to be an agenda. Why is he doing this? What's the
Man,
purpose?
when I first pulled bro out, now I'm gonna say this, and I'm saying it seriously. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying it, yeah, because I'm my truth is my truth. You feel me? I don't got no reason to lie. I don't got no reason to get on here and cap. You know what I'm saying? Or play around or none of this shit right there. That ain't me. When I pulled dude out, because he was sitting back, he wasn't doing nothing. He was working construction. He was sitting back. And had been sitting back for years. We all know the state that we was in a few years back. And I went to holler at him, and I said, man, I need you. I said, man, I can spread the gossip all around the country, but a lot of these dudes, they stuck on who sit in the driver's seat of a car.
Right.
Um, it's some bullshit going on, and I need you. I know you've been neutral to this thing that's been going on. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token of time, the dude with the red shit in his face,
Yeah.
him and those guys right there was on bullshit. Um, I said, man, I'm trying to clean this up. Ain't nobody ask me to, ain't nobody tell me to.
So
I'm
you
just
was
trying to
taking the
help.
initiative.
Yeah, I'm just trying to help clean this up. You see what I'm saying? So, man, can you I need you here. I need you there. And this was a time where he wouldn't. We would converse about things that needed to be done, and I would go and let the people know what was up. And people that's watching, that's in support of people that I introduced them to him, they know what I mean. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Um, and at this time, he was supportive of the youngster. He was
Okay.
very supportive of him. I remember actually at the youngster birthday party. Youngster still was incarcerated. It was at his birthday party in Chicago, in Washington Park. Anybody that was there, they'll tell you who did majority of the speaking. It was Big Tony.
Okay.
Um,
And what did he say?
he spoke highly of him. He said he was getting
Okay.
behind him. He wanted everybody to get behind him.
Also, he was behind him and he wanted everybody else to get behind him. Okay, so
Yep.
now here's the thing now. He was once 100% on board.
Yeah, he was once 100% on board.
What happened?
Um, he asked the youngster to dress a clown up.
Okay.
Youngster didn't see him being worthy.
So he was trying to take a clown and put a clown in a suit, dress him
Right.
up, put him in the highest fashion. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Versace and all that old stuff, right?
Right.
So you also say, nah, man, you can't take no clown and put him in no suit. Okay, gotcha. Understood. So he said no. And from that point on, then
He had no support for him.
no support. Here come the slander.
Yep.
Okay, so where do Ghost Houdini come in all this?
Right after he asked the youngster to dress the clown up, the clown
Guess
paid.
Houdini or Ghost Houdini? Guess
Guess
Houdini?
Houdini.
Okay.
Guess Houdini. Guess Houdini. The clown paid for Guess Houdini to go and see the great Houdini.
Okay.
Guess Houdini go and see the great Houdini, and he come back and he come back full of shit. Just being honest, he come back lying. And if anybody know him, they know he's a lying motherfucker.
Okay.
If he was here right now, I'd tell him in his face, like not on the show, like sat beside me in the passenger seat. You know you a lying motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's all you do is lie. You full of shit and you lie. You wanted to come back and make yourself look like something that you are not. You've never been worthy. And you came back and lied on that mind. Not only did you lie on that mind, you actually told me. This ain't nothing I heard from a third or fourth party. You told me that the great Houdini said there's no Robin
So
besides the
Batman
Batman.
didn't need no Robin.
Yeah, Batman didn't have a Robin. That's what he told me. Now, when asked by someone else, you say, "Oh, I ain't never say that. You always been, like a big brother to me, man. We always been cool, fam. I don't know why these folk be lying on me." But you said that to a lot of people. A lot of people heard you say that.
Look, Walt. Look, Walt was set up by a dude named Big Al. Allen Falls. They was at a party on the west side. Big Al was wired up. And guess who was at the party with Big Al? That came with Big Al.
Who?
Your uncle, Big Tony. He was on there with Big Al. Big Al wired. Now, can I say that this man knew that Big Al was wired? I can't vouch for that. I can't say that he knew or not. But Big Al was wide, and I was with Lil Walt in MCC when Lil Walt sent word to him saying that Big Al was messed up. The man said he didn't care. Al was still his partner. That was his man. After the tapes came out, he still said Al was his man. Now, this is a fact. This is a known fact. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The tapes are there. They out here somewhere. So I understand what you're saying, man. So am I insinuating that this man knew that Big Al was wide? No, I'm not saying that. I'm only stating the fact that he was with Big Al, why Big Al was wired. So was there conversations that were discussed prior to that with him and Big Al? Who am I to say? I cannot say.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Why is it a pattern? Why is this constantly being a pattern of him dealing with people who are police? These are the reasons for people just to let the people know, for them to understand. You see what I'm saying? When you ask why somebody who supported him so much and had so much love for him bagged up off of him. You see what I'm saying? See, I only signed up for one. You know what I'm saying? That's who
Yes, sir.
I signed up for. I signed up for one. And for people to ask why, man, how could you, what's going on? What did he do? These are the reasons. I've personally told him about the cat, the boy. They
Yeah.
call himself OG Capone out in Alabama, Mississippi, wherever he at, running around down south.
I was talking about the dude in Mississippi.
Mississippi. Personally told him He called the police on the guys in Memphis. He admitted to calling the police on the guys in Memphis. Um,
You talking
he
about the
don't care.
Robert Bingham guy?
Right.
Okay.
He's a rat. He's a police. He's a police ass
Oh,
nigga.
oh, you are a rat.
Yeah, he a police ass nigga. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He a OG Capone, a police ass nigga. Um, he called the police on the guy. He admitted to it. Yeah, I had to do it. I thought they were gonna do something to one's this girl that he liked. But yeah, I had to call the police on them and to get them out from over your house. This what I did. He admitted to it, and then when nobody finna do nothing to that girl, everybody loved that girl. And people just actually going to see how she was doing, like honestly, literally. Um, yeah, he put the police on. I have told him I have did several things, checked in and on several things for him. They learned that they was false, but it didn't fit the narrative that he wanted, that he was going with. So it was never reported that those things was false. It was only reported for me to him. He never let everybody else know that certain accusations was false accusations because it didn't fit the narrative. I ain't stupid, and I ain't no sucker neither. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I said earlier, I was a man and a half before I met him. You know what I'm saying? Even as a youngster, I was a man and a half before I met him. So when we was going by the principles that I've learned, and he actually was grooming me to step in the shoes that he's stepping in, not to follow in his feet step, but to keep going once he sit down. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
I don't have a reason to, if it was for personal sake, I don't have a reason to not fuck with him, not fool with him today. If it was for personal sake with me,
You would have
nobody
still
would have more. Nobody would have more to gain than me. You see what I'm saying? But you go against the very same principles that you teach. That's why I can't deal with him. Whatever goes on in the future from here, I still can't deal with him.
okay.
You see
So
what I'm saying?
so that
I got to stay away from because it's things that I have seen, I have witnessed. It's been situations, and I know I'm taking a step back, but it's been situations that I have dug into. I have looked into, dug into. The old, he said, dig a little deeper if you want to know something.
right.
Don't just look on the surface. Keep digging. Dig a little bit deeper. If you want to find out the truth, I dug deep as I can get. And I found out that certain things wasn't true. And I would let him know these things. Hey man, nah, that's a lie. That ain't happened like that. Or that never went on. Or this dude that's telling you that he's lying. It's time for him to step in front of the person that he's telling it. And just because it didn't fit a narrative to show that the youngster, now these not things were said about people who are not him, not the youngster. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
That I did that was supportive of the youngster. So I would dig into him for him. I would look into it. You see what I'm saying? It's us. It's us. He. So I'm gonna look
So
into it and see what's going on.
so if some came back in favor of the youngster, would he have buried the truth?
Yes, several times. I never not once heard him clear up anything, anything that came in favor of support of the youngster or people around the youngster. I have never, not one time, heard him. And see, these things is not something that just happened overnight. It was a pattern of it. And me being me, I can't be a part of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
not I'm not rolling with this shit, bro. So I'm gonna step away. And you feel how you feel, you say what you got to say about me. My thing is, I will not stand behind nothing that's not righteous. Nothing.
And you're not supposed to, bro. You're not supposed to stand behind wrong. Wrong is wrong and right is right. Big Tony, you owe a public apology, man. Make the public apology, man. Stop it, bruh. Stop it.
Yeah, he owed
Make the
it, bro.
public apology.
He owed it. He owed it to the youngster. He owed it to his wife. He owed it to his brother, his
He
brother-in-law. He owed him that. He owed him
he
that.
owed it to everybody.
Not only does he owe them, not only does he owe it to those three I just mentioned, but he owed it to the country. He owed it to the country.
He owed it to everybody.
Yeah, me personally, he can apologize. I just, man, if you know me and his relationship, you will know, like I said earlier, for ones to call one pops and to call him unc is a statement within itself. You
Yes.
hear me? Love
Yes.
that man. Will follow him to the moon and back. I go in front of him first. You know, loved him. But I can't. I got principles that we all stand on that I won't go against for nobody. I won't
True
go
that.
against. I won't go against one person for nobody. Nobody. I love him too much. It's none in the world that can make me go against this. I wouldn't go against him. None in the world make me go against this one person for nobody. You see what I'm saying? If me to stand side by side with this man, and for you to go against the very same principle that this one gave to us, this what make me get the fuck out from around. You see what I'm saying? This what make me have to leave the man alone. Um, it's ones that's around that know the truth. It's ones that I
Right.
have told the truth to.
Right.
Um, true to stay around for person's sake. You know. Man, I mean, I can go on and on. You hear me? But I'm a,
Okay.
I'm a, I'm a, I'm
Okay.
a fin I'm gonna finish it here, man. I just want everybody to have an eye opener. That is situations. Before we wrap this up, I just want to finish on this note. There are situations surrounding him and the people that he's around that don't look good.
Mm.
It don't look good at all, man. Um, it's not a coincidence to me. Maybe a coincidence, maybe bad luck to him.
I don't
That a
believe
lot
in
of people,
coincidence.
yeah, that a lot of people around him are involved in police ass activity. He had a saying he used to say to me, birds of a feather flock together, but I'm gonna leave that one there.
Okay, so and on that note, we got to let you have the last word with that one there, man. That's the end of this podcast. Woo wee! That was some explosive information there, man. Hey, you got to speak out on this one here, homie, because hey, the public sees you, the country see you who you are now. And on that note, thank you, thank you, thank you. Peace.